Okay, so one of my core rules about creativity is that it has to be easy to start. Low friction equals high success. And uh, the iPhone, yeah, it is super easy to shoot on it, which is why when I first started vlogging on the regular, all I used was an iPhone. It was simple, no extra settings to mess with, no extra gear to slow me down. But I also like really love technology. And well, technology really loves marketing its creative benefits. Smartphones with larger camera sensors, iPads with uh, better displays and new textures that make drawing and painting even better. Computers with more powerful processors. Guys, I have never met a Mac I couldn't crash with my professional editing workflow. So this particular one is big and very expensive for me. And the way these products are marketed, guys, the spin is real and it is intentionally designed to manipulate creative brains like ours. My name is Krumbine, and this is Emergency Creative, a place where we can explore the intersection of creative expression, creative process, and mental health. I post new videos on or around Sunday, so be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And before we get into it, please drop a comment below. When did you realize your creative brain was being manipulated by marketing? What unnecessary, overhyped feature got you to pull the trigger, buy a product, only to regret it later? So here is the thing. Coming from someone who works professionally in this space, marketing and advertising by law cannot be outright lies. It's this little thing called truth in advertising. But great marketing, well, it doesn't need to lie. Great marketing just needs to bend the truth. At its core, marketing is a promise to consumers. There's spin, hype, and a little bit of magic, sure, but at its core, it is a promise. And Apple, well, they've been big on overhyping and let's just call it breaking promises this past year. They promoted the iPhone 16 with AI features that weren't even available yet. When those features did roll out, they were basically half-baked garbage. The marketing misrepresented the product so much that people felt tricked into upgrading. And yes, the glaring, obvious headline is the utter bullshit that is Apple Intelligence. But this video is about the manipulation of the creative brain, and there is still plenty of examples of how Apple overpromised and underdelivered with this latest iPhone release. I did not buy the iPhone 16 for the inconceivably badly designed camera button. It's not even in the right spot. I absolutely didn't buy it for Apple Intelligence, that's for sure, which by the way, I have turned off across all of my devices. Basically, I bought this phone for one stupid little feature. It's called Audio Mix. You know, that magical audio enhancing Apple processing that supposedly makes your voice sound like it was recorded in a professional booth. I convinced myself that this one little feature available only in the new iPhones could be a massive time-saving hack in my personal production process. That it would make recording audio easier. And of course, I certainly wouldn't know if it worked or not unless I bought the new phone and tried it out. Brain manipulated. For regular viewers, this was before I discovered my favorite microphone here. But I still had piles of audio gear. I knew how to capture quality audio. I just wanted a simpler, frictionless experience. And all of the marketing suggested this audio mix feature had the potential of being the sleeper hit of trademark Apple wizardry. So I got the phone. I shot one video and, well, guess what? It did not work as advertised. Not even close. The feature did not function as described, even in controlled settings like this. And the post-processing that needed to take place on the phone happened in particularly typical Apple fashion. Completely invisible, behind the scenes, to the point where I had no idea what was happening or if the clip was even ready to be transferred to the computer for editing, and transferring took fucking forever. So what the actual fuck? I wanted a simple, frictionless audio hack, and instead I just wasted money on a new phone I didn't actually really particularly need. And here's the kicker. As aware as I am of all the marketing and manipulation, I still fall for this shit. Every day. Right now I have the new version, the M4 iPad, sitting in my shopping cart. I keep checking for deals and discounts. I don't need it, case in point, but I desperately want to get my hands on it, and I have convinced myself that I can write outside on my back porch with my dog if only I had this new display and that glorious anti-reflective nano texture screen, because that is what tech marketing does. It sells you the dream of being more creative, more productive, more efficient. And even when you know better, you still get caught up in it. The best creative tools are the ones that make creating easier. But tech marketing convinces us that new equals better, even though sometimes new just equals more complicated. Seriously, that camera control button just makes things more complicated. It does not facilitate creativity, creative expression, or even fucking creative process. I don't know. That button is an excuse for Apple to charge more. It's not for it's an invented excuse to upgrade. It doesn't provide any real value other than to Apple and Apple's shareholders. My point is that new tech doesn't make us more creative. In fact, it's been my experience that less tech is usually the answer because limitations typically inspire creativity. When we create with intentionality, the intention to create art and not creating to use this gear or that tech, the gear simply doesn't matter as much as telling a compelling story. That's all for this one. Like and subscribe if you like liking and subscribing. Until next week, stay creative.